Hi guys, welcome back to another book review. Today we're going to talk about the series Blood of a Fae by Briar Boleyn. I'm going to do my best to give this book reviews out here. I told you we would do them all in one so you're not having to search for different books, different reviews on each book. I am just going to straight up try to put them in one without spoilers, do my best to do without spoilers. This series is a romantasy. It is going to be, it does start off a little on the slower side, and they're not really super fast-paced books. They're more of a steady, medium-paced book. And they are a slow burn and enemies to lovers. We love that. Gotta know, we really love those. My big thing on this one is I'm going to say these books, that's why I have to be very careful how I describe them, because they pick up one after another. So like where one book leaves off, the next one continues on. So if that makes sense. So I have to be very careful when I kind of give an overview. Essentially, I'm just going to give you a quick overview, like I said, without any spoilers. As a series, as a whole, you just have a girl who doesn't know she's Fae. She's going to learn out her heritage. She's going to have some found family. She's going to have and find out that some of the people in her life that she thought were good people are not really good people. Some of the people she thought were bad people are actually good people. There's going to be a lot of twists and turns in these books. They really, as you know, I kind of gave you reading updates on all of them, but the very last book, because I just wanted to do a review, so I didn't give a reading update on the last book, but all the other ones I went through and gave reading updates on. So the big one I'm going to say on this one is going to have a lot of twists and turns. So I want you to be prepared on this one, that if you are expecting it to be just a typical romantasy and it's just going to be basic and just out there and flat because it moves at a steady pace, if you just expect no excitement, that's not going to be. These ones are going to have like a lot thrown at you. There's going to be excitement, definitely a lot of angst, even when you think, oh my God, it's finally like the romance is going to pick up, she's straight up going to throw a curveball at you. And when she throws that curveball at you, you're going to be like, what? And then, so then you're back in an angsty area. And I would just say these books are very angsty. Like, it's definitely romantasy, the Fae, the human. There's the good Fae, the bad Fae. There's a lot of the good versus bad in this one, a lot of it. The female main character does go through a lot of traumatic events, some really bad events herself. So definitely, I think some of these have more trigger warnings in them. So I'm sure she lists the trigger warnings in each book before you go on. I really am not good about checking for trigger warnings. We know this. I don't really check for trigger warnings. So the big one I'm going to say on that one is just be very selective. This is a romantasy. It does have some darker elements, but overall, it is a great romantasy. Like I said, it is one that you can sit down and you can that you can read a little bit and set it down, and you know that it's not going to be like, because it moves at such a steady, more medium pace, you're not going to be like, oh my God, what did I miss? Because there was so much happening before I went to bed. Like I said, there's a lot that goes on, but she keeps it at a very steady pace rather than just boom, 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 boom in your face, or even just so slow. She just does it right in the middle where it's steady. And that was kind of nice because you can kind of savor it. Or if you're somebody who doesn't have as much time to read, this one would be a really great option for you. Or if you're somebody who just wants to binge read, like, I'm going to be honest, they're binge readable. They're completely binge readable. There is spice in them, so I want you to be aware of that. Not extremely, extremely spicy, but there is spice in them. The relationships are definitely adult relationships, so take that into consideration. And like I said, this one, it gave me a new book boyfriend. I'm going to straight up be honest with you. This one has the new book boyfriend in it. Like, the male main character, he just, oh my God, he just is crazy. But like I said, the big one is this one is it's going to follow your female character, main character, and her love interest. And they're just going to go through a lot. It's going to start off with her having to go on a journey, and then she's going to end up somewhere she doesn't want to be in book 2. And then book 3 has got a lot of espionage in it and a lot of like spying and stuff. And then book 3 is kind of like where she puts her foot down and she's like, this is enough. I'm done playing games. I'm going to take this bad guy down. That's just the best way to explain it. And like I said, I really love this series. I cannot believe how good it was. I cannot believe I had not heard it before. I actually had read this because we know I am a huge romantasy fan. So it really, really shocked me that I had not actually read this series before. Like, I was in complete shock. So if you, like I said, are somebody, or if you know the romantasy lovers and you love a good Fae book, then for sure check this one out. I love this one. Love the entire series. It's one that I probably will read in the future. Again, it's that good. I loved it, and I think you will too.